Good morning. How is everybody this morning?
Good.
Yay, good. We're so glad that you're here for our coffee and conversation. I'm Jeanette with the Chamber, South Padre Island Chamber of Commerce. The coffee and conversation is brought to you by the Governmental Affairs. So I want to take a moment to thank Padre Island Brewing and Mark and the staff for hosting us this morning. And also, and also for our caterer, Karla's Katering, who brought us some lovely, yummy treats this morning. So we have warm coffee and lovely, yummy treats and a wonderful guest speaker this morning. You may not know that being a chamber member comes with many benefits, many benefits. One of which is the member showcase. And this is a chance, we do it every year. This year it's going to be in January. And it's a chance for all of our members to display their businesses to the community. And kind of like they give them a chance to bring their goodies to an expo where they have a booth. And we get up to 300 people that come. And you get to show yourself off at the showcase. So it is a very valuable benefit. Like any other benefit, if you don't use it, it doesn't really work. So that's a great benefit of being a member of the Chamber. So let me introduce today's speaker, Laura Matamoros. Laura is the District Director for the Office of Congressman Vicente Gonzalez, proudly representing Texas's 34th District in Washington, D.C. The district encompasses all of Cameron County, Willacy, Kleberg, and Kennedy counties, as well as eastern Hidalgo County. While serving in this role, she has assisted countless constituents with issues related to and involving federal agencies such as the United States Internal Revenue Service, Department of State, U.S. Veterans Affairs, Social Security Administration, and more. Laura has served in this capacity for a year and a half. Previously, she served as the Economic Development Director for Hidalgo County under the office of Judge Richard F. Cortez. She's a resident of Los Fresnos and a graduate of the University of Texas at Brownsville. Let's welcome Laura.
Can you hear me? Okay, great. Thank you all. Good morning. This is kind of loud, I think. Well, thank you all for having me here today. Thank you, Jeanette, for the kind introduction, and Alita for inviting me here to speak. First of all, I want to thank you all for just showing up this early in the morning to listen to me speak. And I'm delighted to be on South Padre Island, the greatest place on earth, in my opinion. I grew up here. I'm from Brownsville, and I spent a lot of time on the beach here, so I love this place, and I thank you, the Chamber, all the Chamber team, for everything you do to take care of this beautiful gem that we have here in our backyard. As I was preparing my notes to speak to you today, I was thinking about certain things, right? And I figured, I don't want to talk policy today. I'll leave that to my boss when he comes around town in the future. He can talk about what he's doing up in Washington, D.C. I don't want to talk about party lines or anything like that. I want to talk about how the district office, what the district office does, and how it's here to serve you, everybody. How many of you know what the district office does? What a congressional district office does?
I do.
One person, that's good. Well, I'm going to share that information with you all today. Being in this role, I've learned that not a lot of people know what we do and how we are a very valuable resource for everybody. And I want to share some things with you regarding that. And just to start off, I want to talk about veterans. Is there any veterans in the room today? Anybody a veteran? Okay. Well, if you know a veteran, please thank a veteran. It's Veterans Day tomorrow for all their sacrifices and the service that they've made to our country. And if we can just have a round of applause for all our veterans. So one of the ways we help veterans is we deal with Veterans Affairs. So we get veterans calling our office every once in a while asking, well, you know, they they've served their country, they come back home, they're having trouble with their benefits, they haven't been able to get a hold of the VA. We all know it's really hard to get a hold of some of those agencies. What we do is we intercede, we come through, and we engage the agency on their behalf. We try to get them what they're looking for. It's either, it's a disability, it's a spouse that is looking for assistance because they, their spouse passed away, children's health insurance, all of those things. We try to be there for our veterans in that capacity from a district level. We've had several success stories, medals. My father passed away. He was a Vietnam vet. He didn't leave any of his medals. Can you help us engage, the Veterans Affairs or the branch, the Army branch? We go ahead and do that, and we're able to retrieve all that information. Medical records, changes to their DD-214 form, those type of things. That's how we're able to help our veterans. We also do pinning ceremonies. If you have a few veterans in town and you say, hey, we want to, celebrate them, and we invite the congressman will have these pinning ceremonies for all our veterans, and it's a really nice thing to do to make sure that our veterans are remembered and that they don't go unnoticed or unappreciated. And the other thing we do in the district office is we engage different agencies. So we do Social Security Administration. For our elderly, we get a lot of folks that call our office asking for, I've been trying to get my Social Security. And we'll call the Social Security Administration wherever they are, wherever it ends up being, whether it's in McAllen or Harlingen or Brownsville. And we'll engage with them, we'll take them through the process. If it's something that they're going to investigate, we take you all the way through until we have a deliverable response for you. And so usually it's very favorable. We very rarely have anybody that comes back and says, well, we're not going to give your Social Security benefits. It's always really positive. As far as small businesses are concerned, we also engage with the Small Business Administration. We have a very good Small Business Administration office in Harlingen and a regional director here that is really engaging with our community, and our office can help connect you with those folks. If everybody knows, I don't know if all of you all are business owners, but during the COVID time, there was all these loans that were popping out from the federal government. A lot of businesses went out and applied for these loans, and now they're in a situation where I don't know what to do. The guidance is not very clear. I don't know how to pay this back, or, are there options for me? You can reach out to our office and we will try to engage the appropriate agency, whether it's SBA, whether you got a USDA loan, if you're a farmer, or we'll engage the appropriate agency and make sure we get you some answers. We're not saying that you won't have to pay the money back. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is we will try to find you some options. Don't think that there isn't any help for you. That's what our office is here for, to be that resource for you. We engage the IRS. Anything regarding, hey, they're charging me for something that I didn't know from 10 years ago. My identity got stolen, and now, somebody's using my Social Security and they're charging me taxes. Hey, I filed my tax return and it's been a year, I haven't heard from them. Reach out to our office. Our office can help. We've actually had very awesome success stories about how people have received their returns, or they've actually received certain type of extensions and things like that based on your personal story. We also help we reach out to the Office of Personnel Management. So for any federal employees, anybody that's a Border Patrol or Customs, or anybody that's in the federal government that is needing some assistance with their benefits, they've retired from the federal government and now you haven't received your retirement benefits for whatever reason. You feel free to reach out to our office. We're always able to help. And one more thing. So we have 3 offices in our district. We have an office in Brownsville, which is our main office. It's downtown Brownsville. We have an office in Weslaco, and we have an office in Kingsville. So we decided that we wanted to launch a new initiative, and we called it Neighborhood Hours. What we're doing is we're taking our office out into the different communities to reach more people. We're setting up shop in the different cities. We'll soon be in South Padre Island. And we invite the community to come to our office. Come and see us, wherever that is. And if you need assistance, we're there to help you. We'll have the forms ready on hand for you to fill out, and or even just have a conversation. Hey, I'm having a concern about this. Can you help me? Maybe it doesn't involve the district office. Maybe it involves the Washington office. But we want to make sure that we reach more people. So we're taking our office out of our original offices and making sure that we come out into the different communities. And so let me just share how you can engage our office. There's actually a process. You can either call us, and I will share my business card with you all. You can call our office, and anyone that answers the phone, we have a great staff. Anyone that answers the phone will be able to assist you, whether it's a comment, whether it's a concern, or you need actual assistance with a federal agency. You can email us. You can email me. I'll give you my business card again, and you can do that. Or you can go onto our website, which is gonzalez.house.gov. You go onto that website, we have a form called the Privacy Release Form. We actually need that form to be able to assist you. That's the only way we can assist you. That form will help us we turn it into the federal agency or whoever we're dealing with, and they allow us to speak on your behalf. So that form needs to be filled out. You're more than welcome to go online and look at it before some people get like, well, I don't know, am I signing my life away? No, you're not. It's just for us to be able to assist you. So, one more thing. So, the district office, apart from all of those constituent services, we also offer guidance on grants. So, we get a lot of entities call our office. Usually it's cities, municipalities, counties, but we also get businesses call our office. They're saying, well, I'm trying to apply for a USDA grant, or I'm trying to apply for just SBA grant, right? Or a loan. We have someone that is on our staff that actually helps you, guides you through some of the process. We cannot write the grant for you. That's something that people ask. We cannot do that. But we can guide you. Maybe even, hey, I want to talk to somebody from the USDA. Can you help facilitate a meeting for that? We're there for that. We can definitely do that for you. That is something that, most people don't realize that there is help out there. It's kind of scary going on to that federal government website and looking at grants. We can guide you through that process, and just feel free to call us and we can do that. The other thing we do with grants is we write letters of support. So if your company or your entity is looking to get a grant, it helps sometimes to have a letter of support from the congressman himself. So we'll review your request, and we normally, for the most part, the congressman's very supportive of anyone that's trying to do good for the community, and we do letters of support all the time, so that also is very helpful. So I talked about that already. If you need, we're here as a resource. If you all are just needing any type of guidance, you say, hey, my tree is falling in the backyard and I don't even know who to call. One, that's not a federal issue, right? But we get those calls. We are more than happy to guide you. We are more than happy to guide you along the way. We will connect you with the right individual within, whether you live out in the county or you live in the city. We know exactly who to call. We will call that individual and make sure that you get the assistance that you need. We connect you with those folks. So use us as a resource where for anything. Oh, I can't find this or I can't find that. If we don't know it, we will make sure to get you the answer. So there's other ways to engage our office besides constituent services, grants, and your tree falling in the backyard, right? So our office engages with the school districts a lot. We do a lot of initiatives throughout the year. Starting in the beginning of the year, we have what we call the Valentine's for Vets initiative. And what we do is we engage our school districts. We ask them to have the students write Valentine cards for our veterans. And we got a good response this year. We actually had quite a few very lovely cards that we got to take to our veterans. Our veterans really appreciated it. Some of them were really surprised, and they really enjoyed reading these cards, just thanking them for their service. Some of these little kids, when they love them. It was amazing. It's a really nice initiative. And the other thing we have is we have the Congressional App Challenge. What we do with that is we challenge all of our students, high school students, to develop an application. an actual digital application, and they submit it. They submit it to our office. Our office submits it to Washington, D.C., and we have judges that select one team out of our entire district. That district gets highlighted up in D.C. They get invited up to D.C. and celebrated for their application that they submitted. We do get a very good response. As a matter of fact, I think the deadline for that app challenge is usually in the fall. I believe it was November 1st, and we actually had close to about 70 teams submit applications, so we were really excited about that and looking forward to see who's going to be the winner. We also have a congressional art competition. The art competition also challenges our students to submit artwork. We have tremendous talent in our district. We have amazing, amazing students that can draw and paint all sorts of stuff. And we had our art competition usually happens in the spring. And so before the summer, we usually find our winner. Our winner, we get one person gets selected, gets flown up to DC, and they have a reception up there for them. Their artwork gets put inside the Capitol for the whole year. The congressman does a little reception for them and acknowledges their artwork and gives them their prize. It's a really nice way to just highlight our local talent and get those students really engaged in what's out there for them and the possibilities for them. We also offer resources for them. Some of these kids are looking to go and become artists, going to art school or wherever they want to go. We provide resources for them, not necessarily funding, but options that are out there for them to look for and to see what they can do. The other thing that we do is we also have a very robust internship program. We allow interns to come into our office, our district office. We have a spring semester, we have a summer session, and we have a fall semester. We usually follow that type of structure. There is an application process. It's very competitive, but we do get quite a few applicants. Usually it's folks that are already in college or folks that are graduating high school and they do want to do a summer internship with our office. We will also help facilitate an internship up in DC. So if there's anyone that is looking to an internship up in Washington and they really want to get away from being in the valley or being in town, we're always happy to have interns up in our DC office. The other thing that we do is the congressman offers nominations for service academies. So there's 5 service academies, and a lot of folks, what happens is they just don't know that service is there. They wait until they graduate high school, and then these students just enroll in the Army or the Navy or the military. But they can really attend an academy that gets them an education, and then they can serve their country. And I mean, there's all sorts of benefits there. And I won't talk about that because I'm not an expert in that, but I can tell you that we do have service academy days where we invite the communities out. We just had one a couple weeks ago in Brownsville. We had folks from all across the district come down, students that were very interested. We brought all the branches down. The 5 different academies came down. They spoke to all our students, provided one-on-one guidance on how to get into these service academies. 4 of the service academies require a nomination from either your congressman, the vice president, or either one of your senators. And so it's really important to engage the congressman's office early on about your intent to visit or to be a part of a service academy so that we can guide you through that process. You can always go on our website. We have the process there, the application, and everything that you're required. We also do special recognitions. So we get calls to our office, hey, my grandmother's turning 105. You know, what can the congressman do to make this day really special for her? The congressman is really big on giving special recognitions, and sometimes, you know, he'll have a flag flown over the U.S. Capitol for somebody, right? Or he just goes over there and he'll present a congressional certificate, right? So there's all sorts of, you know, or we get, hey, my son won the spelling bee and he's like really excited and wants to meet the congressman. He makes time to, hey, come, let's set up a meeting, presents him a congressional certificate, you know, those type of things. It's really nice. So that's another way to engage us. And one last point I like to make, and I think it's the most fun for folks that, you know, live here in the district and are looking to visit Washington, we facilitate tours in Washington. So our district office is not in Washington, but we have a great team in Washington that is always happy to welcome anyone from the Valley, welcome anyone from our district, and arrange these tours for you, whether it's the White House, the Capitol, the Library of Congress. If you're planning a summer trip or a winter trip or any type of trip to Washington, we're there. Send us an email. Hey, I'm looking to travel these dates. Can you help me? You know, we'll connect you with the right people. We've gotten plenty of people into these places. A lot of them are really hard to come by, but with the congressional help, you're always more than guaranteed you'll get a spot. So it's always good to reach out and use us for that as well. And so really that's all I have. I'm sure there's a lot more that it's based on a case by case, and there's always something that we can always help with. Like I said, our doors are always open. We're here to help. We're here to serve you. And if you ever need anything, feel free to reach out to us. And I thank you all for having me here today. And hopefully we'll be seeing you all more often. Thank you.
Wow, that was fabulous. Did you all know that kind of thing existed? You know what else they can do? She went through a lot of things, but one of the other things that she can do, her office can do, is if you want a flag, they can get you a flag. Right away. I emailed her and I said, hey, we need a flag. I had like 4 people call me right away to help me get a flag. So just the little things. So thank you very much for being here and sharing your knowledge of what you have to offer. So I want to mention some upcoming events that we have going on at the Chamber. This evening at 5:30, we have a ribbon cutting at the only bakery on the island, Sunrise Bakery. It's at 2312 Padre Boulevard. It's a yellow building. So come join us for that. Our annual meeting is Wednesday, December 6th at the Holiday Inn Beach Resort at 11:30. You can purchase your tickets for that online. We have lots of other events going on, so please check our website, spichamber.com, for other things we might have going on. And this is one of our favorite things that we do. This is Shop the Island. This is where you can shop on the island anywhere, save your receipt, and turn it in at some participating vendors, and you'll get a chance to win a gift certificate. And it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be a chamber member. You can buy gas. So long as it's on South Padre Island, you can turn that receipt in. So that's kind of fun.
When does it start?
Oh, it starts, well, Beverly, it starts on November 25th. Thank you for asking. November 25th through December 17th. All right? So shop, 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 shop. All right, so thank you guys so much, everyone, for being here today. We enjoyed seeing you. We enjoyed hearing you, Laura. Thank you to Mark and his staff, and Karla for giving us yummy treats. And we will see you next time.